I'm the Helpless Housewife, and though I may be helpless, I know where to go when I have a manners question. I go to Mrs. McVeigh. Mrs. McVeigh is the owner of Elise McVeigh's Life Camp and a frequent Neighbors Go contributor. Thanks for being here.
You're welcome. So do you have any questions for me today?
I do. What are your feelings on the 5-second rule?
Having 3 kids, I'm okay with the 5-second rule. If I was in public at a restaurant, I would not be okay with the 5-second rule. But I think if it's private in your home, or if it's very inconspicuous, that would be fine. But if I was at some kind of dinner party, I would not, even if it was a cocktail party, I would not allow my food to drop and then pick it up and eat it. I would just quietly get it with my napkin and put it in the trash.
Can I keep my cell phone with me during a business dinner?
I would say no. If, for example, you had something that was going to come up, such as you had a child at home or a sick relative and you really had to know if your phone was ringing, I would announce that at the beginning and say, excuse me for having my phone, but this is the circumstance. If I step away, that's why. And I would keep it in my pocket on vibrate.
Here's a question from a contributor. If you told your mother-in-law that you liked something or you didn't like something 20 years ago and you've changed, but she doesn't know that, is there a good way to tell her?
I would say if you can subtly provide her with the new information, that would be great. And maybe you could even do that through your spouse. Something like, Robert used to not like receiving books as gifts, but it's funny, he's really become a reader. So feel free anytime to give him a book or some kind of gift certificate.
How late is too late to send a thank you note?
It's never too late to send a thank you card. I would say better have it very late than not at all. And a handwritten thank you note.
Handwritten?
Handwritten, on nice stationery. An email not acceptable.
Okay. If I don't know if a woman is married, should I call her Ms., Miss, or Mrs.?
Ms., M-S period, Ms.
What are the rules about a man opening a door for a lady?
I think at all times, men should still feel like it's okay and it's not insulting, and to continue to open a door for a lady. If she says anything, well then he can say, fine, I won't do it again. I was just trying to be polite, but I think that most ladies would really appreciate it.
I know we're all really glad to know these things. Do you have another question for Mrs. McVeigh? Or do you have a tip for me? Visit neighborsgo.com to post your tips and post your questions. Thanks for watching. Elise, what should you do if you're with a contributor and they call it neighborsgo? Should you correct them?
Just like if someone introduced you with the incorrect name, it's okay to correct them. You could say, actually, it's Neighbors Go. Thanks for the question, Oscar.